Tornado warning continues for you. But I'm very concerned about this cell that's outrunning the current tornado warning near Red River Parish. And there is some pretty vivid rotation here. If we were to put numbers on this, we have a 59-mile-per-hour wind versus a 44-mile-per-hour wind in opposing directions. So we are looking at least a 103-mile-per-hour gate-to-gate contrast here from one direction to the other. Pretty fierce rotation still with this. And this could easily produce a tornado as it moves up into the area off to the northeast through Red Oak. And again, wouldn't be surprised to see a new tornado warning polygon looking maybe something like that from Hanna to Martin, Edgefield, and Calzada, at least through the top of the hour, if not beyond that. Again, rotating thunderstorm outrunning. There it is, and there's the brand new warning. This runs until 4:15 for Red River Parish, northwestern parts of Natchitoches Parish. Also, newly developing rotation that may soon be warned. I would treat this as a tornado warning. If you are in the area of DeKalb County, getting a little closer to the Chicago metro here, there is a new area of rotation that has yet to get an official tornado warning from the National Weather Service. But the wind has been coming in from opposing directions, helping to produce additional thunderstorms. There's a lot of moisture here, and that wind is converging, and we're getting these updrafts to form. And this has been a pretty predictable situation here all afternoon and into the evening. We've been expecting to see storms kind of back build, and that's what we're seeing here. Now, 53-mile-per-hour wind in one direction versus 63-mile-per-hour winds in the other direction with no real separation. So that's about a 116-mile-per-hour contrast. Again, the risk of this tornado will continue to move. So Ivy's Mill, you need to be in a shelter. There's going to be a warning issued for you very soon. I do think we're going to see a new tornado warning issued very soon. And regardless, I would not wait for it. I would get into a shelter if you're tuning in from an area. There's the new warning, and this is, to no surprise, a confirmed tornado warning. So Baker County, Georgia. We're going to begin on Monday with the risk for severe storms Monday night. This may begin after dark and really take hold around midnight Central Time. And we're looking west of Interstate 35. We're looking at areas like western Oklahoma and northwest Texas, near and west of Wichita Falls, Woodward, Oklahoma, for example. Large hail, damaging winds, and there could be isolated tornadoes in that area. We become a lot more concerned on a widespread scale, though, into Tuesday, because look at this. This is a map that shows the moisture content in the atmosphere, and you can see a huge surge north, very organized, focused surge between a warm front that lifts and the cold front approaching. When that flow is blown from the south out of the Gulf, it's open for business here, and we're going to see a significant bump up in the dew point. That'll become high-octane fuel for strong to severe thunderstorms on Tuesday, and Tuesday is the day we're most concerned about east of I-35, so the eastern part of Texas and Oklahoma, through Arkansas, Louisiana, into parts of Mississippi, and there will likely be tornadoes within this area. We're very concerned about that on Tuesday. If we were to look at the greatest risk of tornadoes here, we're looking at areas where the low-level flow and the mid-level flow will be conflicted. So we have wind shear, winds blowing in different directions at different altitudes. And with the lift of the atmosphere and the fuel with that high dew point air, we're going to be dealing with an area from northeast Texas through northern Louisiana, much of Arkansas and into Mississippi, maybe near Memphis as well, where there will be a significant risk of tornadoes on Tuesday, especially during the afternoon and evening. Wednesday, the risk gets trimmed down a bit into the Gulf Coast. This follows what had been a tremendous rain event, and we are dealing with some moderate flooding right now. Here we have the Sopchoppy River in Florida, and you can see that we are approximately cresting right now. This is the river gauge, and you can see a big dramatic rise. We went from around 10 feet to now about 30 feet, a 20-foot rise early this weekend. That's a tremendous rise, a 20-foot rise in water on that particular river because of all that rain. It's going to be a relatively brief crest, and by the time we get to Monday evening, we expect to be even out of action stage and out of minor flooding. Minor flooding is when parking lots and parkland get inundated, and action stage is when you might look at the river and say, that thing's running really, really high. So it's going to come back down pretty quick, but moderate flooding. So this is impacting some properties here in the Florida Panhandle. There it is, south of Tallahassee.
Ice worm. Or should I say Geoff? Which one? You don't look pleased with ice worm. You're the one who came up with it.
It's not bad. Out of context, your average viewer sitting at home, they were in a different world about 19 minutes ago, right?
Well, we'll keep them on the edge of their seats for whenever they're going to learn about ice worms.
It's a tease ahead.
There you go. Well,
very good.
We want to tease ahead to the forecast here.
We're going to eastern China. Yeah?
Is that a bear?
I don't know. Is it a bear? A zoo is reassuring visitors that their sun bears are, quote unquote, not people dressed in costumes. Rumors have been swirling after a video of a bear standing on its hind legs went viral that looked uncannily human. I don't know about any of this. The zoo says sun bears are the world's smallest bear species, and people don't understand their behavior. Going to get a lot colder, and lake effect snow will develop downwind of all 5 Great Lakes. It's going to get a lot colder out there Monday into Tuesday. Monday's a day of transition. You can see some snowflakes beginning to break out into Pittsburgh, Buffalo, Detroit as well. But the areas immediately downwind of the Great Lakes will see the most significant snow by far. We're still going to be around 54 in Boston, 50 in New York, 51 into D.C. But again, it's the interior and the lake effect snow-prone zones where we're going to be really into it in a big way. So this is going to be some of the coldest air of the fall, and it will be the coldest we've seen so far, with gusty northwest winds accompanying the front and bands of heavy lake effect snow Monday night into Tuesday.